Can we talk about something that's really important for the gays?
Yeah, sure.
Have you seen Beetlejuice?
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the movie Beetlejuice.
Don't say it the third time. Don't say it the third time, because when you say Beetlejuice 3 times,
yes,
Lauren Boebert of Rifle, Colorado, shows up with her tits out.
Wait,
and
what?
starts jerking you off.
Wait, okay. So what happened in this theater? Because I saw like I was trying to like watch it, but I was on a plane, so I couldn't hear. Like I couldn't. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let's do it. Let's do it then. Jabri Ketchup on Tanakon, A Beautiful Disaster. Okay, maybe we'll look at this, but I feel like that's like bad.
Yeah,
I feel like she's like a much nicer person now.
Yeah, we're moved on. We moved on.
Guys, stop saying it. Oh my God, everyone's so horny in the chat. They're uncontrollably spamming Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. I said it.
Oh fuck.
Well,
I've seen the movie.
Here, I have not. I have not seen the movie. I don't know shit about Beetlejuice, but apparently there was a situation occurred in Denver.
Oh,
where Lobo, who is recently divorced from her sex offender husband,
yep,
who once showed her and other minors, and she was a minor at this point as well, his penis.
Oh,
for which he got a sex offense. For the record, yeah. Lauren Boebert went on to have many children with this guy, and now they're on the verge of divorce. Lauren Boebert also is like a 36-year-old grandma, but that's neither here nor there. So Lobo went to a musical theater rendition of Beetlejuice, where she was on a date with a guy. We didn't know anything about the guy at the time. Okay. And she got kicked out of the theater. And when she got kicked out of the theater, at first I thought maybe, these are like libs. It's musical theater, whatever. They probably were like doing this thing where they're like, oh yeah, fuck you, Lauren Boebert, like you suck.
Yeah.
But turns out the musical theater, for some reason, has more cameras than like the fucking Capitol.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And like infrared cameras, they got night vision in there. I don't know what the fuck they were looking to catch.
Yeah.
I don't know like why they have this level of detail in the CCTV, because like what are they doing? Do they have like a serial masturbation problem or something in the movie theater? I don't know. Probably a lot of gooners, yeah. But they are under surveillance, okay?
I didn't realize that I was under surveillance when I was at a musical theater performance.
Yeah.
Is this what theaters are like too?
I guess. I don't know. I work in theater. It's normal for management. Okay, so anyway, ever since Lincoln, they needed this. Oh, okay. Yeah. Because of a mass shooting at Aurora a decade ago. Yeah, but they didn't stop the fucking guy. You know what I mean? It's not like the shooting didn't happen because they were like, oh, we have cameras everywhere. It still happened.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's take a look.
Too.
Let's take a look at the video. And this is a literal frame-by-frame analysis on Lobo tugging on her date's shit, okay? Pulling on his fucking...
I didn't even notice as I saw
wee.
Oh, fuck yeah, okay.
And he's grabbing a titty. Ooh. She's chiefing a fucking vape, dog. It's crazy.
Goddamn,
Boebert. Say it 3 times and she appears in security video from a weekend performance of Beetlejuice, where the congresswoman was kicked out of the theater for being disruptive. The DCPA says she was vaping. Boebert's team denied that, said the haze was from fog machines in the show. That claim goes up in smoke.
Boom! She's just fucking ripping fat pulls, like she's like ripping fat pulls. The vape queen. That is
so funny.
I just want to point out something here. I don't know if this is the case, but some of my friends are speculating that Anne dışarıda bıraktı adam. Okay. Kapının üstünde. Dış kapının. Yeah, maalesef. Yeah, I'm just saying that the guy left it outside of the gate. Yeah. So, fog machine. Yeah, she's ripping fat vapies like she's a goddamn fog machine, okay? But that's not what I'm paying attention to here. There's another thing that I'm paying attention to. Well, 2 things.
Okay.
Number 1 and number 2. She's stacked up.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Does that mean her
Speculation is now happening in certain circles that she might have gotten a job.
Oh,
And not the public servant guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm talking maybe a boob job. Or we're thinking fillers plus push up.
Yep.
Because like push-up bra, like bra technology is pretty wild.
Yeah.
I did not know this. I did not fully comprehend the technological prowess that the boob tech has.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she might have gotten some gender affirming care potentially, or maybe she's wearing gender affirming clothes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, once again, your boob knowledge is not as good as you think. Push-up bras and titty tape are miracle workers. I think so. Anyway.
Oh, we got the boob experts.
The pregnant woman sitting behind Boebert told the Denver Post she asked her to stop vaping.
She's like, I'm pregnant. Can you please stop vaping in front of me? And she was like, I thought this was a free country. Okay. No, I will not stop vaping, which, by the way, she has every right to do so. My queen. Okay, let's continue.
And Boebert refused. Her one-woman show continued, taking flash photos, raising her hands and dancing, often the only one clapping or standing up in the crowd. Boebert occasionally took a break from being disruptive to enjoy the company of her male companion. He briefly had a grasp on the situation before ushers returned. And
now, people zoomed into that footage. Also, my boy's got a little bit of male pattern baldness going on. But hey, listen, he's still copping a feel though. Look at that. I'm sorry, but is he actually openly rubbing Boebert's tits while she puts her hands in his crotch to rub his penis while in a crowded family theater, or am I crazy?
Jesus.
Look at that.
That's wild.
She's going in there with two hands,
dude. That's crazy.
She's handling her business, bro.
Dude,
honestly,
she just needs to, like, I'll be honest, like, she just needs to own it.
She just needs to be like, who amongst us hasn't given their new date a fucking tug?
We've all been there.
Beetlejuice gets me horned up. That's what she should say. What's her defense here?
There's no defense. She's got to own it. She was grabbing his cock and he's grabbing her tits.
Yeah.
They gotta spin this. They gotta find a way to spin this.
He said, bro is palming that shit like Jordan at 96. Yes, dude.
I mean, I don't know.
He's dunking from the free throw line.
She's got to, I don't know, quote scripture. That always works, right? I mean, I don't know.
Oh, quote scripture? You mean this? I'm Christian, so they may try to drive me to my knees, but that's where I'm the strongest.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, my.
Oh, she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
She knows exactly what she's doing.
I love being a Christian and being on my knees. Hello.
She knows exactly what
she's
doing.
She said that. Little minx.
Look, I'm all about it.
She's a feisty one.
Not in the theater with families. That's a little weird, but like, I mean,
it's dark. It's like, I think people that are like taking this too seriously and being like, she's around children, like, yeah, the hypocrisy is like kind of funny.
Yeah.
Because like you're doing that around like kids and shit, which is fucking weird. But like, it's a dark theater. You're not supposed to see that. You know what I mean? Like, no one is supposed to see that.
Yeah, they had to turn on the infrared.
Yeah, they got
vision.
they got cameras on.
They had tit vision on.
And also,
God,
like people were trying to yell at me about this, but it's like, dude, you go on a date, your date's looking like that, okay? She got them knockers out, dude. You're gonna get a honk. And you can't understand actually you can understand the carnal pleasures of the flesh in this regard.
Okay.
Because you've talked about boobs as well. Even as a gay man, sometimes you see a titty and you're like, damn, that's a nice ass titty.
I will say I'm not sexually attracted to breasts, but sometimes I do see them out in the wild and I'm like, wow. They're putting on a show, and there's something about looking at them. And it's not even a sexual attraction, but it's just like, whoa, holy shit. What's going on there? My Lord have mercy. But it's like, but it's not a sexual attraction. It's just like, whoa.
But like, you just want to sometimes go honk.
I mean, I don't necessarily want to grab them, but like, it's just like, God.
I mean, consensual. It's consensual.
Well, yeah. I mean, maybe if somebody said, would you grab my breast?
If she's grabbing my dick in public, ain't nobody stopping me. There's like 8 people holding him back. He's like, no. This is my titty.
When I'm with guys and stuff that like I'm intimate with or whatever, like I do like grab like Like
A little bit of cock.
yeah, I do.
You got a little bit of cock.
Like when I got like a passenger.
Is it natural? Is it beautiful?
It's beautiful and natural. Like
Yeah.
if I got a guy in like the passenger seat of my car or whatever, like I will often will hold hands or whatever, and I'll rub his leg or whatever, and sometimes I'll get a little cock. You know what I mean? It's same thing, right? Different preferences, but you know, same
Different
idea.
strokes for different folks.
Yeah, exactly.
So
exactly.
Anyway, it doesn't end there though. The saga has one final new. I mean, this is a gift that keeps on giving, folks. There's more because this is like unwinded slowly but surely with like new pieces of information building on top of one another. It's like in our rapid in and out, fast-paced news cycle, it's very hard to keep something top of mind unless it's a story like this that is like a beautiful onion. Okay, you peel off one layer, and underneath it there's more stinky onion.
Oh, I can't wait.
And it's been great. Like that's the reason why this is an issue, I guess, which is now an issue that I have focused on for a week now. Okay.
Before ushers returned and told Boebert she had to leave.
And of course she did the, do you know who I am?
Did she really?
Yeah, and it didn't work out. They were like, yeah, no, fuck off.
Yeah.
The theater's incident report says Boebert pulled the "Don't you know who I am" card on the way out.
I mean, come on, dog. I mean, you mean that man, give that man a Medal of Honor, okay, for not sucking on him. Do you understand? Like, give that man a Medal of Honor for restraint. Do you see? Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, oh, he gave it a little honky honk. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Your date's got titties out looking like that. It's hard.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
I'm just saying.
Oh.
You
God.
think you should talk to Tana about this? She got kicked off a Ferris wheel for a public blowjob law.
That's awesome.
That's kind of hot.
That's
Okay,
awesome.
anyway. So, what is the last chapter in this saga, the Odyssey, okay?
Yeah.
Homer.
What's next?
Some people were stating that maybe we should look into the fucking guy. Who's she on a date with? What's happening there?
Yeah.
Some people were claiming that he was a Democrat.
Oh.
And that I thought was interesting. It is definitely consensual. No, by the way, that was a consensual date. They're having a great time. They're having a wonderful
Giving
old
theater
time.
employees the single finger salute.
So,
That's crazy.
turns out the man groped by Lauren Boebert during Frisky Beetlejuice date owns a gay-friendly bar that hosts drag shows. Austin, what the fuck?
Yes!
He's a Democrat
Yes!
who owns a bar
Oh!
who hosts gay
yes.
bar events.
Oh, my God. He owns a gay bar. That's what he owns. He owns a gay bar.
Bar owned by Representative Lauren Boebert's apparent new beau has staged at least one drag show, according to a review of social media
one
posts.
drag show. Oh, yes.
In January, the Hoochcraft Cocktail Bar in Aspen.
Hoochcraft.
I mean, that's gay as fuck, dog. It's an
course
Aspen. It's
Of
an Aspen
course.
bar. It's an Aspen bar
Hoochcraft.
owned by a Democrat. Yeah, they're doing gay shit.
Of
One
course they
hundo
are.
P.
Winter Wonderland Burlesque and Drag Show.
Yeah, a Winter Wonderland Burlesque and Drag Show, an invitation for the event reveals. In January 2020, Aspen Gay Ski Week hosted an evening of cocktails, appetizers, and laughs at Hooch, according to the Facebook post at the time. Gallagher, a Democrat who was caught on video getting frisky with Boebert, apparently grabbing her breast disease while she appeared to rub his crotch as the pair took in a performance of Beetlejuice at the Buell Theater in Colorado. The two have reportedly been dating under the radar for months. Boebert, who also has a long history of arrests, has staked herself as one of the most anti-LGBT members of Congress and the tough critics of children being exposed to drag entertainment. Take your children to church, not drag bars, she exclaimed on X, the website formerly known as Twitter. She also attacked the use of drag queens for military recruiting.
Wait, who's using drag queens for military recruiting?
Do our military leaders understand that China and Russia see this stuff and prepare accordingly? We need a non-woke military, better yet, an anti-woke military, she said, mate.
No, but realistically, like, where are the drag military recruiters?
I don't know.
I've never seen a drag queen military recruiter.
This can't be your first introduction to conservatives. They just make stuff up.
Well, I know, but it's just insane.
They make stuff up. The most ironic part about this is that while she was talking about how like gays are groomers and like we must protect our children from the gays, she was married to a dude who literally exposed himself to her and a bunch of other minor girls in a fucking bowling alley. So like, yeah, you know who society should be fucking society should be pushing away from children? Your husband, okay? Which now she's getting divorced from, so. They're talking about the USA-themed RuPaul runways. Oh, nice.
Dude.
Anyway, many online commentators mock the disparity between Boebert's public and private lives. And definitely don't take kids to see Beetlejuice, especially if you're in the audience, said the DNC committee boss, Jamie Harrison.
By the way, you know the whole Bud Light thing? Like I was in Tennessee. I just got back from Nashville.
Nice.
And guys, the Bud Light thing is real. Like I was talking about Bud Light, thinking it was like a lighthearted thing. I was like, "Do y'all drink Bud Light?" And they're like, "No, we don't drink Bud Light. Get the hell out of here. We're not drinking that Bud Light." As they're all chugging down Coors, and I couldn't believe that it's an actual real thing that they will not drink Bud Light. Like
Bro,
it actually,
they have nothing else going on. They need to have a grievance.
It.
They need to have like a real perceived grievance. So they're holding on to
men.
You know, they got one canned that easily.
Yeah.
So there's one final chapter to this. Boebert is on OAN talking about getting kicked out of Beetlejuice.
We just had Kevin McCarthy, the Speaker of the House, announce an impeachment inquiry yesterday. We're facing a government shutdown and trying to fund the federal government. We have a wide open southern border. We have Zelensky threatening to send refugees here. And what's the top story?
Do you have any comments on the scab accusation due to your starring role in the biggest movie of the year, Pixar's Sodas? Yes. My counter to that is, I'm sorry, when David Zaslav comes to you, okay, privately and says, do you want to be in a multi-million-dollar production of Disney's Pixar's Sodas? You say, hold up, I would be scabbing if I participated in this movie, this major blockbuster hit. And then he says, you're going to be Diet Mountain Dew. And when that happens, I'm sorry, I love Diet Mountain Dew more than I love my values, my principles. I cast all of that aside to star in Disney, Pixar, THX. They all got together to do this one masterpiece called Sodas.
Damn.
At least you made a lot of money from it. Yes, I was, well, no. I did it for free because I did it for the love of the game. Wait, is this a joke or for real? But bro, please exercise some critical thinking. Do you think David Zaslav approached me to be in a fucking movie about sodas? Do you think that Disney Pixar is making a sodas movie like Elementals or whatever, but instead it's featuring sodas? Do you think I would actually scab?
I mean, I accidentally have scabbed a couple times.
What?
Across the picket line.
Oh, well, yeah.
Oh, is that a scab?
Oh, yeah. You're
I crossed the picket line at the various hotels I keep staying at. They keep moving around. I'm like, God damn, I can't even follow the picket line. I crossed it yesterday when I was flying out of LAX. It's all over the place. It's like a minefield of picket lines.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be a good supporter of unions. I can't move around this country without crossing a damn picket line.
Oh, this is a brand new sentence. Did you see this, by the way? Speaking of homosexuality, people are getting ungayed out here.
Oh, they're getting de-gayed?
Yeah, Tim Dillon posted this photo. He said, just got married. Homosexuality was a phase.
Wait, is
Tim
he
Dillon.
gay? Is
Yeah.
he gay?
Yeah, Tim Dillon is gay, yes.
She's beautiful, Angel Tim. Easy to see how she
Robert F.
ungaged you.
Kennedy Jr., who is currently running for president as a Democrat.
Oh, God.
As you may or may not know.
Yeah,
By the way,
I
watch
know.
out, Kai is like right underneath you, so don't push back. Said, she is a beautiful angel, Tim. Easy to see how she ungayed you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's is this a thing? You think can you be ungayed?
No, in fact, I don't understand. At least from my perspective, the more gay I do, the gayer I get. The farther from heterosexuality I get, the more gay that I participate in, the more I discover.
So you're saying you can only go in one direction, so the conservatives are right. That you
In what
can
way?
that you can be homified, but you can't be ungayed.
I mean,
You're
yeah.
saying gay conversion therapy only works in one direction.
I mean, yeah, fuck it. They're right. You can be homified, 100%.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it. They are completely right. And
He
you know
was-
what? Yeah, they're correct. I have been homified,
Okay.
100%.
This is as you guys may have noticed, chatters, this is a very, this is a gay heavy Sunday
Very
episode.
gay,
Yeah,
very
'cause-
gay heavy Sunday.
Anyway, let's see what Lobo said.
Lauren Boebert getting kicked out of the Buell Theater in Denver, Colorado.
It's what the
watching
media
Beatles.
does. It's what the media does. So
Yes, it is.
What the
It's
fuck?
what
I
they do.
hate this. You
Well,
are
I
the
was
media,
a
you
little
dumb
too,
shit.
extended.
Well,
Why do they always
You can
talk
say
about
that
themselves in third? I mean, they're
you can say that about Fox News, but
I
these guys
hate
are.
that. I know, but like Fox News does it too. They're like, oh, the mainstream media, but you're like the biggest media conglomerate in the world. I mean, this is owned, so it's a little different. But they're a media outlet. That's what they do.
Austin has been de-gayed. Turns out this happened.
Yeah,
You have been ungayed already.
no.
You've been ungayed in the past.
I mean, look, Mia Malkova, I love Mia. Look, I've told her this. Well, she knows because she was on my lap. There's nothing. I love Mia. She's gorgeous. She's a queen. She's beautiful. But her sitting on my lap did zero for me sexually. And she knows that too. Nothing.
That's how you know.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. She's one of the most iconic, prolific adult performers. She's beautiful. She's got.
That's how you
She's
know.
an icon, and it did nothing for me at all, zero sexually. And but so that's how you know, right?
Yeah. It's like
Somebody said how?
who's your favorite? Who's the guy you want to fuck real bad? What's the one? The Australian one who sings?
Oh, Troye Sivan.
The Wayfish. Yeah,
Troye Sivan.
Yeah.
I mean, you're putting words in my mouth. I never said I wanted to fuck him really badly, but should the opportunity come up, I would do that.
I like that the more famous we become, marginally, albeit, the more you're your rhetoric on this is shifting. Where you're like, we could just maybe see each other in a situation like that.
You never know, right? I mean, I could come across Troy at a party or something like that.
Yeah.
He probably
And he's like, Austin, I'd like to fucking. No, that's not what he sounds like.
Yeah, bruv. Yeah. Time to suck you fucking Willie.
yeah. No, but
That's how Australian men sound
Yeah.
when they're gay. Only when they're gay, they sound British.
I have a tremendous amount of respect for Troy as an artist.
Do you root, mate? Do you
Yeah.
fucking root?
Yeah,
Do you fucking root, mate?
Fucking proper rooting.
Yeah, I'll give you fucking proper rooting.
Fucking proper
Yeah.
rooting.
Or if you're rooting, I'm tooting.
Oh.
Okay, we can't even get through this goddamn.
I'm very known for having a animated personality, maybe overtly animated
Me too.
personality. I was laughing, I was singing,
Oh,
having a
that was
fantastic
creepy.
time. Was told to kind of settle it down a little bit, which I did. But then my next slip up was taking a picture of
Right.
the,
Can't
the
take
cast-
any images of the play. I've done it too. I've snuck them. Right. So you got thrown out because you took a pic and you weren't supposed to.
There's no way they're avoiding the major point of contention here.
Yeah.
Like it's the top of the fucking hour
Yeah.
and there's a 3-minute ad break
Yeah.
coming. You know what I mean? And you
Yeah,
want to
100%.
avoid it by subscribing for $5 or for free. That's nuts. You know? Because the top of the hour is here.
Yep.
Okay. And if you want to dodge the top of the hour ad break, which is 3 minutes long, all you need to do is subscribe for $5 or free with a Twitch Prime by connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account where you get one free Prime subscription a month. Woo! Or get gifted a sub like from Ryan Sumere. Here's the 3-minute ad break now. Gestalto, thank you. Gestalto, thank you for the 5 gifted.
While we're in the ad,
What?
Nashville is like live hog watch. You would love Nashville.
But it's weird because Tennessee is you would expect it to be like that, but Nashville's also pretty progressive.
Yeah, it is as maybe a metropolis, but
Yeah.
all the tourists,
Masuzi B, thank you for the 5 gifted.
tourists that it attracts are a lot of those that you would see on
Yeah.
Hog Watch.
The irony
that's their
is
culture. They think that's theirs, right?
You know, many places in the South are exactly like you describe, where
Yeah.
the people that have lived there for multiple generations, especially in more urban areas are literally fucking not as like reactionary or as annoying or as hog-like as the tourists that go there from fucking Iowa or Idaho who go there to be like, yeah, I love being in the South, brother. Hey.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like the people there are not like that. Chill out.
Right.
You know?
And honestly, like,
unfollowing Tankies today. Goodbye, Hank Piker.
I will say that, like, as a gay man, because I present so heteronormative, I don't ever have to face discrimination as a gay man until I'm with another gay man. It's a very interesting.
Yeah,
like,
you can
like,
hide.
I can hide and like be like nobody will discriminate against me. But when I'm with another gay man, it's like it. Then they immediately know if we're together, then like that I'm gay, right? Which is such an interesting like it's just like an interest. It's an interesting privilege.
Yeah, you've like you're OP at hiding it.
I'm not trying to hide it, but like that's just what ends up happening.
Yeah, you're a stealth gay.
But you know what? Here's my whole thing.
There was no arguing. There's reports saying that I was arguing, threatening to call the Denver mayor. I don't know why I would ever call the Denver mayor. I think he would have tried to lock me up.
Yeah.
There were reports saying I was on the board of something. I don't know what I'm on the board of. I'm on the edge of a lot of things, let me tell you. But
well, probably the people that complained. Here's what I'm thinking. You're in Denver, Lauren. It's very liberal. The people that complained to the ushers that you were being noisy could have recognized you and been like, oh.
Dog, how are you not going to talk about the titty grab and the dick pull? Like, what's happening? Even on OAN, like, I know you're not supposed to be doing, like, cutting-edge journalism or whatever, but that's, like, a pretty fucking cool part of the story. Like, how are you not going to ask about, so what's up? You pulled his, you were tugging on his shit? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, like, but do you think they saw that, though? That's what I'm wondering.
Yes, they don't give a shit. They probably did. They're just not talking about it.
I think
That's that MAGA girl.
No, I know they saw it, but
exactly.
like,
You know how they are.
and stuff
I get it. Congresswoman Lauren Boebert,
Oh, no.
I think you explained it well enough.
That's
No.
just after the fact.
No, she was absolutely being like a menace, and that's why she got. Bro, there's like, I've talked about this before. This is actually a travel meme, so I think you will appreciate this as well.
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing more annoying to travel internationally or domestically than a gaggle of like upper middle class, middle-aged white guys.
Yeah.
Who are like either away from their wives for the first time ever.
Yes.
Or even like going on some sort of trip, but not business related, because in the business related, there's a different dynamic.
Yep.
So like they can't get as loud or as abrasive.
A group of Austins is worse, motherfucker.
No.
Hold on, excuse me. I travel multiple times a week. I don't have time for shit. I have my headphones in and I'm not talking to anybody. Okay, so go fuck yourself. All right.
Yeah.
I'm a seasoned traveler.
We're talking about like a very specific group of people. If you've ever traveled and you've encountered it, you will know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Where like they immediately, it'll be like 11:30 in the morning and they're drunk. Okay, because they went to the lounge, they paid like $30 extra fucking dollars to go to the lounge, and then they drank that like shit ass Bacardi on tap or whatever the fuck they had, and they're like old fraternity brothers, and they're on they're away from Brenda, their bitch ex-wife or whatever, or their current wife, for the first time, and they're just hooting and hollering.
Oh yeah,
okay,
they're loving it.
They're hooting and hollering. They're so fucking loud. They want everybody to fucking know that they're like having a great time, and I'm always like, dude, fucking stop. Like, just you're so annoying.
Yeah.
No, your bits aren't funny, and it's like we're not supposed to hear it.
Yeah.
Okay?
That exists.
Yeah. And that is a very specific stereotypical thing that I'm mentioning. And then there's also this kind of like trashy lady as well, and I think Lobo fits that very well, like obnoxious, trashy, maybe a little drunk in public, going, "Ha, I'm having a great time. Look at me." It's like, no one wants to see that. Bro, how is she like an 8 only in CCTV footage? Because like it's grainy and black and white. Dude, he's getting fucking, look at him.
He got like the top and everything.
Yeah, no. He's like he's pulling on her
Did
shit.
he grab? Rewind. Well, it was look at the circular motion. Oh, and then she goes.
He goes in for the middle.
Where is she?
She likes it. She puts her hands down his pants.
His dick can't be that big. Look how far down her thigh, his thigh sheet.
Yeah, no, this is the one hand, brother. Then she puts in the second one.
Just to get a little thigh.
Maybe he's got a fat one. You don't know.
I don't know, but she's really far down there.
Bro, he literally put his hands in there like she's got some fucking goodies that she snuck into the movie
100%.
theater. You know what I mean? Like she put the snacks down there. He's trying to get the fucking Nutty Buddies or whatever. He's in there. He is in there with intention. You know what I mean? This is cutting edge journalism that I subscribe for 100%. All of this would have never come out if she just admitted to the vaping. Yeah, I know. It's really funny. I don't think people would have cared about like the footage that hard if they just like, you know, if they just both small, no matter what happens, like, you know what I mean? Dude, your podcast honestly seems so toxic. Don't know how you got such a big following.
Wait, why does he's calling your stream podcast?
I don't fucking. Well, they're stupid, bro. This is a curator of cool NFT art. What do you expect from them? Like, they're so fucking stupid.
Oh, shit.
Almost. Dude, what is happening here? What's going on?
God damn.
Luckily, it's not like
it's one of your. It's like a fan too.
Yeah. Luckily, don't free scroll. I know. What is this? What am I clicking on? How to avoid psychoanalyzing the other? Ideas tainted by pathology? What is this? Bro, this is... Some chatters are just like they can't help themselves.
Hold up. My food's here. One sec.
This is this chatter's idea of like a fun episode. Just a fun watch from The New Enlightenment with Ashley. Okay? Like, come on, man. Let's talk about, you know...
One sec.
All right, go get your shit. Like, that's your idea of fun? Jordan Peterson, 5 hours for the next 50 years of your life, must watch. Motivation Madness. Okay, this is unironically more fun. This has 5.4 million views, dude. Why do we think that we can save ourselves? I mean, it is very obvious to me that there is a lot of spiritual hurt. Okay? It's nuts. It's over. It's been over. And it's been over for a minute. So over. More over than it's ever been. 5 fucking hours of Jordan Peterson with 5.4 million views. It's like, done. Okay. Jubilee isn't very fun. It's called Is Pride Still Necessary? Conservative versus Liberal Gays, the middle ground. And we're gonna watch it with Austin, so it will be fun. You know what I mean? And don't worry, Austin's got food as well, so he won't be like, men go from Pornhub straight to the motivation content after the post-nut clarity hits. Didn't know a 5-hour rambling of a benzo-addicted Canadian was that popular. Yeah. What? Are you gay? PBD asks Graham Stephan point blank.
I have plenty of lesbian leaders in my company, plenty of them, and see how my relationship is with them. You chose to do that as an adult. Salute. Couple of them were here yesterday. Just watch how they hug me when they see me. We love each other. We have an incredible relationship. Then later on, we need to learn and say, hey, man, can you be a little bit kind to these people? Dude, relax. They just see things in a different way than you do. All good. I think we need to give conservative values to kids when we're liberals. And I think we need to inject a little bit of this when we're older, successful, to be a little bit more understanding. I think the education is out of whack. You know, maybe the LGBTQ stuff can be taught to people that are older to be a little bit more gentle to them. But
what the fuck's he talking about? Dude, I don't know. I can't listen to Patrick Bet David. I just like, I can hear him. I can't listen to him. Does that make sense? Like, I hear the words that are coming out of his mouth, but it's just like I immediately tune out the frequency. It sucks, but because it's like listening to Patrick Bet David is always really interesting because he has like so much certainty. Like, he speaks with so much conviction, and it's always the dumbest shit. It's just a guy who has no fucking clue what he's on, you know, what he's talking about. Anyway. Oh, fuck, that looks crazy. Austin, there's no way that's healthy. Let me see that. Yeah, where'd you get it from? That looks like a banger. That looks incredibly good.
Got barbecue chicken in it. If you keep the ranch out of it, it's probably not that bad.
God damn. We got, is pride still necessary, Austin? Conservative versus liberal gays on this episode of The Middle Ground by Jubilee.
Of course pride is necessary. Number one, like straight people, come participate in Pride. You'll have more fun at Pride than you would at your fucking straight bars.
I have nothing to be proud of.
I mean, you just don't go out.
I would never participate in Pride.
Like, come gay bars, I just think are objectively more fun.
Okay.
Like
well,
if you take the if you're, I mean, I don't know. I just think it's more fun. It's more accepting.
we know
welcoming.
you think is more fun. We
Well,
know.
I think you.
I've just been to too many gay bars at this point. I've been to more gay bars in my
You
lifetime
don't like
than
the party.
than you have.
I went to the Nashville gay bars. Not impressed. They were not impressive.
All right. Let's get started. Would you agree with
There's
that?
gays, conservatives.
Yes, Austin. Wait, what? You didn't know that there
I
were
mean, there are, but like, God, it's just weird to see them. You know
First of all, much like any marginalized community that is conservative, they're professional, okay?
Right.
They are like professionally gay and conservative.
Mm-hmm.
But also, brother, gay conservatives, you're in West Hollywood. This is the gay conservative mecca.
You have gay conservatives in West Hollywood?
Fuck yes, bro. The white cis the gays? What do you mean?
I haven't seen, like, they're not out. They're not out.
They 100% exist. They still mask it and they still hide like they're, Democrats or whatever. But yeah, no, there's definitely plenty of.
Am I chewing into the microphone?
The gays in Equinox and WeHo are almost all conservative. Yeah, gay conservatives are not even like a unique phenomena.
Well, look, do I think the gay community is over-sexualized?
Austin, you might be a gay conservative.
Look, I sexualize myself a lot, but like I do think this is what I think. I don't think there's anything wrong with being sexual, overtly sexual at that, but I do think that there needs to be more.
You're saying keep it in the bedroom.
No, don't keep it in the bedroom. I don't think it's too much. I just think maybe we should elevate more stories of love and showing that, like,
He said keep it in the bedroom, F word.
no, like
That's what he
we
said.
should elevate more stories of love and romance and things like that because it's deeper than just sex sometimes. But that being said, like I don't think that being too sexual is a bad thing, right?
Our sexual attraction, it has a very easy time going into a space that's all about sex. To me, being
They didn't have to put conservative under Clarkson. His name is Clarkson, and he looks the way he looks. Like, we know he's conservative.
gay is a lot more than who I sleep with,
Just like we know the liberals are also liberals. Like there is a look.
It's
looks Mormon.
an experience from when I grew up.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Why not?
First of all, this argument is so fucking stupid because like this is the classic trope stereotyping that marginalized communities are hit with all the fucking time that you never see from the broader masses, right? Heteronormativity is the norm. Like we live in a heteronormative society. So when straight people are indecent in public, Lauren Boebert, for example, is like literally something we just talked about. It's not seen as like grooming, indecent, hypersexual. It's just you're on a fucking date and you were copping a feel. Okay? But when gay men do it, it's like, oh my God, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. There's children present. What the fuck is going on? That's the major difference. Straight people are allowed to push the boundaries because when they push the boundaries, okay, and go even way beyond what Lauren Boebert was doing, okay, when straight people do that, it's never considered a stain on the entire straight community because that would be ridiculous as the overwhelming majority of people in society. So everybody has the understanding that like, oh, this is just this individual person behaving out of pocket, let's say. right? But when gay men do it, it's like, no, they're all doing it. They're all crazy sex perverts, which is the reason why this prompt in and of itself is one that I do not agree with. It's just that no matter what happens, it's because gay men are specifically seen that way. And it's a very common stereotyping, and it's outside of the norm. Like, homosexuality is considered outside of heteronormativity, which is precisely the reason why when gay men do something inherently sexual, then it's seen as something that is significantly, more in your face and more offensive than when heteronormative straight people do it.
That would be considered. How do you define?
It's ridiculous to say it's not. Like, it's not like, dude, this is so dumb. First of all, even if like all matter of issues that pertain to the gay community and like the LGBT community as a whole was like completely solved, right? There was no transphobia, there was no homophobia, there's no like attacking queer people on the basis of their sexuality, gender expression, yada yada. Even then, it would be a celebration of the historic achievements, like getting to that point, right? Because that's not what it was like in contemporary Western society for quite some time. So there is no moment in time when like pride becomes unnecessary. Okay? Like, there's just no moment. There's no moment in time where that becomes unnecessary, right? It's idiotic to make that statement, but we are also not in a time mansplaining homosexuality to a gay man.
Now, Hassan is.
I'm gonna fucking.
I'm
gonna lose my
Hassan is
mind.
more educated in gay issues than I am. There's no doubt about that.
Listen, I don't need to suck a cock
I was
to
gonna
know
say,
what I'm
like,
talking about. Okay.
I was like, when we're talking about eating ass or something like that, like man ass or something like that, or sucking dick, like maybe I could advise a little bit more. But like these are issues that Hassan has studied for years.
Yeah. So pride is always going to be a necessity, even if it's like even if it's not immediately addressing like issues that the LGBT community are facing. But we also do live at a time where the LGBT community is definitely fucking under attack. Okay, like it's ridiculous to say like, nah, everything is so great for everybody in the queer community. Like, things are awesome. It's like there's like 50 different fucking pieces of legislation passed in state legislatures around the country that specifically carve out like anti-trans and sometimes even anti-gay legislation. It's so fucking stupid to make it seem like we've completely moved beyond. We're gender abolitionists now. Okay, we're not living in that world at all.
But we need a PR revamp.
This is a funny take, because like first they said the science is clear on this, and now they're like showing that it definitely isn't. But also simultaneously, this argument is pretty funny because you could argue it from both ends. Austin, why haven't you said anything?
What?
All right, come on, go ahead, dude. Give us a little bi erasure maybe, or bi positivity, bi visibility.
What about it?
I don't know. You're tapped out. You're not.
No. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Okay.
I promise. I just incredibly complex.
It's
Incredibly
natural,
complex.
and it's incredibly natural, and it's
everybody on that spectrum is natural and beautiful, and they're having a human experience.
Except for conservatives.
People are so obsessed with giving folks.
Except for conservatives, they're not natural, nor are they beautiful.
People that identify as gay, it's very normal and natural to sometimes maybe there'll be certain gay men that have some attraction to women on occasion, once every 10 years maybe. I don't know. Labels are as human beings our attempt at describing very complex feelings and emotions.
No such thing as being gay. It's just a disease of the mind and soul, a deception from Satan and against normal human nature. Gay people need free healthcare treatment and therapy and need to pray and repent to God and become normal again. Yes! That's awesome.
Just the truth.
Yeah. I love that he's presenting just the truth to us.
Well, at least I like the socialized medicine part.
Yeah,
That's
he's like, yeah, I am a homophobic Christian socialist.
we need free health care for homosexuals to cure them from their homosexuality.
Yeah,
but
I love
not
that.
not for those who need insulin.
Yeah, gay people has been considered more. Dude,
Only for the gays.
I love when people say being homosexual is not natural. It's like, bro, have you seen nature? Nature is more trans and more gay than your mind could ever fucking comprehend. Okay? Not only is the entirety of humanity, the human existence, defying nature in general. That's kind of what we do. So the appeal to nature is always going to be a silly argument regardless. But literally, if you were to look at nature is so fucking gay. It's so gay. It's more natural to be gay. If you were to look at nature, you'd be like, wow, holy shit. It's weird that people even breed.
Yeah, why do you think the G-spot's where it's at?
Like, it's literally weirder that people just like
that was
have
by design.
Yeah, people having straight sex for any other purpose outside of like reproduction would come across as unnatural to you. Okay, if you looked at fucking. If you looked at
her out on Grindr,
okay,
that does help. Like objectively speaking, it does help find what you're looking for.
Okay, but that's not like a legal distinction. Like, what the fuck's he saying?
But like it helps.
Like you go to a bear bar as a twink, and they're like, get the fuck out of here. They don't let you. Yeah, you're legally a twink. Okay, stick to your own kind. False twinks have to register with the government. Yeah. Yeah. Austin has been arrested on numerous occasions trying to falsely identify as a twink.
No,
He goes to the DMV all the time. The dick motor vehicle.
Look. People call me a twink as an insult. Like they think it's an insult. Number one, for many years I tried to be a twink. I really did. I really did. I tried to shave my face. I had like.
You still do.
No, I don't try to be a twink.
One day you're going to fucking live and let live, and you're going to fucking show that glorious beard. And like, and the amount of twinks that are going to line up to get fucking blasted by you. Like, Troye Sivan is going to hit you up and be like, mate, I want to suck your willy.
No.
And
Troye Sivan likes twinks.
And then you're going to give me a fucking phone call and be like, Hassan, you were right. You were so fucking right. I've been telling you for years, you need to do two things. One, grow the beard out.
Yeah.
And two, say the F word.
No, okay. Well, I have been saying
You've been saying the F word a lot.
Yeah. I've been
maybe a little too much.
I've been using it in many different places.
Yeah, maybe a little too much.
Look.
Okay. We gotta have an intervention.
Look, regardless, here's the deal. This is what I've realized. Is I try to be a twink for many years, and for some reason I try to be a twink because that's what I was attracted to. So that's what I thought that like I should look like because that's what I was attracted to. That's what I thought other people found attractive. Reality is, you need to embrace what you are naturally. I think that's the biggest thing, and you will unironically, or not ironic. That's not the right word, but embracing who you are most, what you most naturally are, will attract those that you are attracted to. I think that's what I've learned.
Mm-hmm.
So
like if you're an unsubscribed, you need to embrace that you're going to see a 3-minute ad break at the top of the hour.
Yeah. So like I've started to embrace the fact that look, I'm in my late 20s, right? I have not embraced growing a big ass beard. Okay,
dude, you have to do it.
But like that's that.
Yeah. Okay. Take your own advice. Embrace that you're old.
No, I'm not old. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Exactly.
Being in your late 20s is not old.
You're
okay?
old. You're old.
late 20s. Yeah, I am in my late 20s. I'm not in my 30s.
For how much longer?
Okay, a couple years. I got a couple years left.
Remember when you had to? You remember when you had to?
Don't you dare!
Remember when you had to fucking
don't
lie to a foreign government?
Don't you dare!
Remember when you had to lie to a foreign government?
Hassan, I am 26 years old. Okay, look.
Oh, dude, you've literally engaged in international crimes.
Hold on, look at this. Whoa, distraction.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Yeah, wow. He's so hot, folks. He's so hot for. How old are you again? This year?
28 years old, 28 years young.
Oh, you're this year you're 28?
Yeah, I just turned 28.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look it up. Look it up, folks. Find it on my Wikipedia. They changed it to 40. That's not right though.
Wait, you lied?
For like 7 days, it was like it said I was 45 years old on my Wikipedia page.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, but as we were going back to embracing your identity, if you're unsubscribed, you're about to see a 3-minute ad break. But you can change that, okay? You don't have to embrace the unsubscribed identity. You can subscribe for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime by connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account or by getting gifted a sub. Here's the 3-minute ad break. Now,
one thing I will not accept is male pattern baldness. That's something that is
universal. Yeah, no, you don't have to. I don't either.
I'm not like I refuse to accept that.
I don't either. Yeah.
Like I am going to probably take Propecia. But I just can't sacrifice his sex drive. I don't know what I don't know if I'd live with myself.
Is it true that you called someone a straggot in Hoscore despite them being bi?
Yeah, they were showing very heterosexual behavior. I called it like I said.
Austin
just
said,
like when you
Austin said bi invisibility.
No, like they were. I thought I made a mistake. I made a mistake. Okay, I made a mistake. They were bisexual.
That's my word.
Straggot?
Because I'm straight.
Oh, you can take it.
You can't say it.
Look,
you can't say it.
Straggot. No, look. I saw them. They were saying some very. They were participating in a lot of straggotry, and so I had to call them what I thought. I call it as I see it.
Okay, let's keep going.
On the apps, on the profile. How common?
Yeah, you pass that legislation, you should be able to fucking immediately hit the talking points, right? That's the beautiful part about like anti-trans activists is that like they literally never know how they literally never know what the numbers actually look like because the entire aspect is it is revolved around a lie. That this is an incredibly common thing that's happening all the fucking time and not some like super unique circumstance that is infinitely more complicated than the way that they're presenting it. The overwhelming majority of any kind of gender-affirming care that revolves around plastic surgery is done to cis people, okay? It could be a nose job. It could be a boob job. It could be a mastectomy. Or a breast reduction. A lot of that is done to cis teenagers, not trans ones, okay? And not only that, but also the empirical evidence is never on their side, which is why they refuse to fucking learn about this information, because not only that, but also the actual satisfaction rate for trans affirming care for adults, especially because there aren't that many minors that get this kind of life altering surgery or anything like that. It's just not it's not statistically relevant. It's not even in the fucking margins. But adults have an infinitely higher satisfaction rate than trans adults have an infinitely higher satisfaction rate when receiving plastic surgery in the form of gender-affirming care than fucking cis people do. Cis people's gender-affirming care in the form of plastic surgery is quite literally, like, they have way more post-surgical regret, like unimaginably more post-surgical regret than trans people do, okay? Trans people's surgical regret is like around, 1% or something? For cis people, and this isn't even just plastic surgery, but for like even fucking knee surgery and things like that you need for survival. I'm not saying that you don't need it for other things, but like people getting hip replacement, for example, is that like 65%? It's nuts. It's nuts. It's ridiculous, okay? The regret rate of gender-affirming care is like at most 1%. Yeah. I just found this from Voice of America News. How common is transgender treatment regret detransitioning? So detransitioning is incredibly uncommon. Not only that, but like a lot of people who are detransitioning, for example, are also oftentimes still trans, okay? But they will be non-binary or go with they, them pronouns, and yet they are still lumped under the category of like detransitioners that are no longer a part of the trans community. Okay? It's very, very, very stupid. Anyway, how often do transgender people regret transitioning? In updated guidelines issued this year, World Professional Association for Transgender Health said that evidence of later regret is scant, but patients should be told about the possibility during psychological counseling. Dutch research team from several years ago found no evidence of regret in transgender adults who had comprehensive psychological evaluations of childhood before undergoing puberty blockers and hormone treatment. Some studies suggest that the rate of regret have declined over the years as patient selection and treatment methods have improved. In a review of 27 studies involving almost 8,000 teens and adults who had transgender surgeries, mostly in Europe, US, and Canada, 1% on average expressed regret. Okay? When you look at that number, you realize that this is completely a made-up problem, because 1% regret, okay? 1% regret on, remember, trans people, which is already 1% of the population, okay? You're talking about 1% of 1%. Like, it's literally like a handful of people. The numbers are literally a handful, okay? And these guys are making a fucking big stink about it, trying to like justify sending bomb threats to children's hospitals and shit, when yes, knee replacement regret is like 20%. It's fucking nuts. It's nuts. It's nuts. What is this? A really nice analogy for it. The trans healthcare trolley problem. An unknown number of trans people have been tied to one of the train tracks while a runaway trolley is set to roll down an empty track, saving the trans people. However, that guy over there might voluntarily walk onto the train track. Do you pull the lever, sacrificing the trans people to protect that one guy from possibly making a mistake? Yeah. It is always in the hypotheticals. It's like, what if someone who's not trans gets trans surgery? That's like, that's literally, that's it. That's why we have to protect, the one guy that might accidentally get a fucking trans surgery or some shit. Anyway. And the irony is, because it's 1%, 1% of the population is transgender, and of that percentage that go through transitioning, 1% regret doing so. That is a minuscule amount, definitely not a strong argument against it. There is no other medical intervention on this fucking planet that this much legislation would pass against. Do you understand? Like there's nothing else. There's no regulation. If only 1%. Can you imagine what percentage of of flight, for example, lead in fatalities? Like what percentage of commercial air travel lead to like an actual fatality?
It's like 0.0000001.
Yeah. Imagine if they fucking banned air travel now because for that reason. Like they're like, nope, sorry, can't do it. What if people get in a plane and then they die?
I have a plane-related frustration to air out today. But
okay, well, we'll keep it save for the pod. Save it for the pod.
Okay.
Yeah. Imagine being like, we are no longer allowing knee surgeries because knee surgery regret rates are at 20 to 30%. So you can no longer get a knee surgery. That would be insane. That would be fucking insane, right? Except of course it works because for trans people, because trans people are marginalized. They're gross, they're icky, they're weird, they're scary. I don't really understand it. What if I like girl dick? That's the major reason why so many of these fucking freaks are like so many of these freaks behave this way. Anyway. That dude is a genocidal freak, okay? And any number of awful things that you say when you get passionate about him excitedly talking about how he's gonna, how he played a role in like potentially killing trans teenagers in Nebraska, or at the very least like displacing families in Nebraska. Like him being so giddy about that, like no amount of retaliation is going to be too far in that situation. Fuck that guy. He's such a smug piece of shit, too. Fuck him. Fuck him, dude. Which, of course, they have already expanded to adults. They're always expanding it to adults. That's the goal. Hey, guys, this might come as a surprise to you, but absolutely zero people actually give a fuck about, like, high school sports for women, okay? Nobody gave a shit about girls' sports in high school. That was simply a point of contention that had viability in the larger market. They tried it originally with bathroom bills. They tried transphobia in the immediate aftermath of Obergefell when they realized that like gay rights were solidified, at least for the time being. Okay? So they moved on to something different. They moved on with the same exact principles, with the same exact fucking hatred. They just specifically changed the crosshairs to trans people, okay? Trans existence in public. So here's what they did first. They attacked trans people by doing bathroom bills, where they were like, oh, yeah, trans people need to be in the bathroom of their own gender or whatever. That was profoundly unsuccessful. So much so that even Trump, who was running for president at the time, okay, literally came out against it and said, let North Carolina North Carolina should just leave things as it is, calm the fuck down, okay? So then they went back to the drawing board and focus group tested what kind of anti-trans legislation would be more accepted by a broader population. And Americans love the concept of meritocracy and fairness. And what area do we still have some level of meritocracy and fairness?
For Trump.
What area do we have some level of meritocracy in the United States of America, in American existence? Sports. Yeah. So they realized that if they were to instead say, oh, actually, we want to pair up transphobia with like trans people somehow encroaching in spaces that are otherwise dominated by cis women, then you can make a much more viable, much more popular argument against trans people existing in society. So they did that. And that has a lot of popularity, around 60%. Okay?
Queers for Trump.
The reason why they are pushing that button over and over again is not because they legitimately give a fuck about trans teenagers, all three of them in any particular state, across three separate fields, participating with cis women. They care about it because it's an entry point into legislating away trans existence. That's it. They never cared about just protecting minors or whatever either. They just know that is a more permissible form of bigotry that they can expand on. Okay? That's it. And that's always been the case, and that's precisely what they're doing right now, right in front of your fucking eyes. That's why I push back on this dumb shit all the goddamn time. Because I'm, a foe, and I want it to be way harder to just like be. I want to be doing transphobia on expert difficulty. That's why I do it. If I arm you with the facts, then it's like much harder for me, but much more entertaining and much. The self-report, dog. The ones that you're going to are horny. You know what I mean?
Bro, but also like, okay, keep like I've been to many drag shows. It's not like there's a bunch of children watching drag shows.
But also like, what are we talking about? Because it's just like, it's performance art. Okay? It's performance art. If you take your child, okay, to the motherfucking opera, a big chunk of opera, it also features drag. You know what I mean? Are they too young to go to the opera? Is that what you're saying? Well, I mean, I guess I don't want to ask that to conservatives because they're so fucking stupid. You know what I mean? Isn't Mrs. Doubtfire cross-dressing, which is different from drag? I mean, you think conservatives make the distinction between cross-dressing and drag? What are you, crazy? If that was the case, why the fuck are they constantly cross-dressing to shit on trans people? Nobody over there is going, oh, well, Steven Crowder's technically cross-dressing. It's different.
So, Hassan, isn't the problem here is that they put you in this weird position where you have to defend and say that, like, it's appropriate for, we want to, like, you have to sit there and be like, we want to bring our children to drag shows. Like, I don't want to bring my fucking nieces and nephews to a drag show in general. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? Like, they put us in this position, and they're just using that as, like, it's inappropriate for children to ban drag shows, right? They're leveraging that sort of argument to try to ban all drag shows.
Professional wrestling has sex, makeup, vulgarity, violence. Professional wrestling has sex and all of that, and 5-year-olds can go. Exactly. And absolutely zero people should be making an argument to fucking ban professional wrestling, okay?
That's what I'm saying. But look, as you said, some drag shows are inappropriate for children, but it's just like they act as if like we're trying to put on drag shows for a bunch of children. I've never seen a child at the Abbey. I'll be honest. On a Sunday. I've never seen a child at the Abbey.
It's a 21 plus establishment. That's why.
No, it's not. Not during the day. It's not. They don't card during the day.
Oh, really?
No, you can come in. right? Anybody can come in. I think it past a certain time.
Regardless, let's be real. You can't go to the.
Or maybe they just don't card me.
Yeah, you can't go to. You cannot go to theaters in the Denver region now because Lobo's out and about and she's sucking and fucking. Okay, so if you have a child, do not allow your child to go to a movie theater or an actual theater where they're playing plays. You can't do that. Lobo will be sucking and fucking in the near vicinity of your child. Okay.
Most of them.
Yeah, that one is like the most frustrating because you're just saying that it's like gross that a drag queen is reading a book because not a single one of those drag queens are doing anything beyond like Ursula, okay? That kind of stuff is so fucking idiotic because it's not like they're, going around and being like, look at my dick to children, okay? Which would be illegal and you should go to jail if you do that. That's like a totally separate issue, except unless you're Lauren Boebert's former husband, who Lauren Boebert married after he did that to Lauren Boebert when she was a minor at a bowling alley. Women's clothing is inherently sexual. Okay, dude.
Where kids are present and then it's over sexual.
Yeah. You see your own mom dressed up and you're like, I'm so horned up. Is that how it works? It's inherently sexual?
People pleasuring themselves, wearing
Fucking
outfits
weirdo.
that are representative of genitalia. For that reason, I would say that
People are
drag
pleasuring
typically is
themselves
not
at drag
appropriate for
shows?
children.
What?
Do I think it needs to be legislated?
What kind of drag shows is
He's
this
a freak,
motherfucker
dog.
going to?
He's a freak. That's what I'm saying. He's going to the fucking craziest drag shows, bro.
Drag shows are about what? I've never seen somebody pleasure themselves as a drag. I'm not trying to not bring my kid. Like I'm not trying to. I don't want to bring kids to drag brunch because it's hypersexualized. I don't want to bring them because I'm trying to fucking get hammered. And
I don't
have
want your
brunch.
bitch ass kids.
And I don't want my fucking kids around.
I don't want
while
your
I'm trying to get
bitch ass
drunk
kids around
and
me while I'm
watch a
trying to get
drag
fucked
show.
up.
Like I don't understand why they have to make it about this. It's so sexual, so it's inappropriate for your children. No, it has nothing to do with that. I just don't want my fucking kids around while I'm trying to have a good time.
Yeah, Austin said,
I'm trying to party.
No, Austin
Right?
said no kids at Pride, no kids at fucking drag shows. I'm trying to get my nut on.
Yeah,
okay?
this is not my Sunday. If I want to have my kids with me, I'm going to take them to the zoo.
This is my
or
kid.
Disneyland. I'm not going to.
This is my kid, and I will bring
gonna
her to
take
any
him to a
drag show
fucking
I
drag
want.
show.
You see, this kid is allowed at drag shows. You can't see her face right now, but right there, you see her.
I hate how they try to put us in this position where it's like we have to be like we want children at drag shows. Nobody wants children at drag shows. And it's not because it's hypersexualized. It's because I don't want my fucking kids around my fucking brunch and my mimosas while I'm trying to have a good time.
Austin is anti kids at drag for a totally separate,
completely
self-interested
different thing.
reason.
Yes. I don't give a damn.
Yeah. No kids on airplanes either. I'm trying to travel, not hear your fucking bitch ass.
Also,
kid cry.
as a matter of fact, like.
You shouldn't be allowed to travel until you can shut the fuck up and not cry.
It's like I wouldn't take my kids to the club either. Like I don't understand it. It's like there's a lot of places you don't take kids to. What are you doing? Like I'm also not going to take my kids to an Elton John concert, not because he's gay and sexual.
Wait, really? Why not?
Because I don't want to fuck my kids. Well, I'm trying to listen to Elton John. They can
up.
stay with grandma.
Okay, you are just a bad parent, dude. You're like not.
No,
you were gonna be a
they're
horrible
gonna stay
parent
with grandma,
one day.
and I'm gonna watch Elton John. Okay.
Okay.
I think we need to have that middle ground conversation.
What to
to make
do
sure
with
that
their
we don't
kids?
Confuse children. We don't.
Who wants to
upset
take their
people,
kids to a
and if we
fucking
want
drag
this show
show?
to be a
I wanna
success,
meet
we
him.
have to make.
Bro, the irony is like there are plenty of things that you could consider drag that are all ages appropriate, and that's like
I know. I agree with that. Trust me, I agree with that. Don't get me wrong.
Stop fighting that.
Right? Like I agree with you 100%. That's what I'm trying to say is that they're not inherently sexual. Number one, and there's ways to present it in a way that they're not sexual children. I just don't understand why you would want to go enjoy a Sunday fun day with your kids. That's just my opinion.
I kind of want to skip the I would date a trans man one because it's like so stupid and I'm not interested in hearing their dumbass takes on it, and and move directly into the more contentious one. LGBT topics should be taught in school. I think I'm going to skip the drag show one as well. Like we've seen enough of it. You know what I mean? Because this one is at least like interesting. There's a point of contention there.
They're just forcing me to think that I want to bring my kids to drag brunch, and it's not because it's sexual. It's because I just don't want to fuck with I just don't want to fuck around and have my kids when I'm trying to have fun. You know what I mean? Just trying to have fun.
Especially in a gay club, like you would think, like, you know, everybody's just kind of hyping people up, but it's not the case.
Damn, this guy's good.